Hey guys, so by now you should have completed this uneven heating lab. And so by this lab, you've looked at these three pictures, these three different angles, and you should have counted the number of squares that are found within each of those circles. So you've got that orange-ish colored circle, you've got green, and you also have blue. And so up top in your data table, you should have typed in the numbers that you found, and everybody's numbers may be different. It's okay if it's not equally and exactly the same, but still type in those number of squares. So let's go through these blanks we need to fill in below this. So from this lab, remember you're looking at how the Earth is heated, how a circular object is heated from the sun. And so you have more direct light. So remember, direct light is whenever the light is shining straight at the object. It's hitting it at a 90 degree. Whereas indirect is not directly hitting the object. So you have more direct light at the 90 degree angle. Since it's more direct light, you also have more energy, all right? It's stronger light that is hitting that area, and the temperatures will be higher. This is like the equator. And so at the equator, you have this direct light year-round, and so that's why at that location, it is always going to be warm every day of the year as long as it continues to shine the way it does. And then we have more indirect light at 30 degree angle. Now that's not saying that 60 degree is indirect, because it is also, it's just that the weakest light is at the 30 degree. And so this is where we have less energy, and the temperatures will be lower. And so, I left out this sentence, but this example of indirect is like the poles. So North or South Pole, either one. And so our next little fill in the blank thingy, the equator receives something, receives direct rays from the sun, and so it's very hot. Sorry guys, I'm trying to like read and write and it's not working. Again, it gets the direct light. It's always going to be very hot. So then the North and South poles receive less direct light, and so they are very cold. The sun heats the earth unevenly, which creates wind. And so Tuesday, you all had those conclusion questions where we looked and talked about what creates wind. Remember, the fact that you have two different temperatures meeting each other, so it could be something like 80 degrees and 100 degrees, or something 50 and 80 degrees. Doesn't matter the difference between the two numbers. If they are different, you will have wind. Sometimes it's strong wind, sometimes it's barely even there, but you always have wind. And this relates back to the land and sea breezes as well, because you have the warm water, cool land, and vice versa. So be sure that you're able to fill in these blanks, fill in that data table. Also, if you need to, there is that video in the top right corner that you can watch through that can better explain and illustrate what is happening during this lab.